So I just felt like making a video talking about some things that I've been thinking about. Um, Honestly, I want people to know, it's okay to be pro-black and pro-humanity. There's nothing wrong about caring about others and caring about your own. It's okay when you put yourself first and put others first sometimes. Like with this whole Paris situation with the terrorist attacks, the bombings, and the gunmen, and 129, 130 something people killed, more people injured. It's a very tragic event that has taken place in our world. We all occupy this earth, this planet. And I see things on Facebook like, how dare black people, support France when the French, did so many horrible things to us in the past. And I look at it like, the people of France, the people that occupy France now aren't the same people who did those terrible things to us back then, to our ancestors, and to the people of African descent. And I need everyone to realize that, we can't hold grudges like this. Yeah, we don't have to forget, and we don't have to forgive. I'm not saying we have to forgive, but these people, the people who had no say so in what happened in history, happened in the past, they don't deserve to be treated like shit. They don't deserve to be, frowned upon, because it's not their fault. It's their ancestors' fault. It's the people who came before them's fault. You know? I don't want people saying that, oh, we shouldn't care about them because of the past. It's messed up, you know? I feel like, you know, if your father does something, it shouldn't reflect on you. If your sister does something, it shouldn't reflect on you because it's not you. You're not doing it. If you come from a long line of killers, drug dealers, and you end up going to Harvard or anything, what they do, the mistakes they made, does not reflect on you, right? You wouldn't want it to. You're your own person, and these people are their own people. They're not the same as their ancestors. It's okay to be pro-black. It's okay to love your people and represent your people with whatever you do in life, right? But it's also okay to be pro-humanity. Yes, I'm black first. I'm looked at as black, but I'm also human, and I also care about others. And I'm not going to sit here and say, well, forget them because what they used to do to my ancestors back in the day. Yeah, it's messed up. Yeah, it's something I can't forgive. But the people who are here now had no part in that. Like I wasn't a slave. Ancestors were. I wasn't. Do I hate slavery? Yes. Do I feel some type of way about slavery? Yes. Do I feel some type of way about what the French did to black people? Yes. But at the end of the day, the people who were killed, people who were injured in those terrorist attacks in Paris, had nothing to do with what happened to black people back then. And they shouldn't, you know, be frowned upon because of it. That's all I want to say. You know, I have a friend, very intelligent man, who said, "How dare black people, you know, put up the flag of France or Paris or whatever, France, and support them before they support their own kind and everything. Before they support black people. Yeah. Remember the time where I put up the Pan flag and nobody else put it up? I get it. It's okay. It's okay to support you and support them as well. Act like there's not black French people. It's a terrible thing that's going on in the world, and I feel like as black people, we take things, we look at a lot of things through a racist lens. When a lot of things aren't racist. Like that situation should not have, race shouldn't even be a factor in a situation like that. And I'm one of the first people who will always point out when something's racist and when something's wrong and when there's injustice going on in the world. I'm the first person who will point it out. But right there, I can't stand with the black people who do things like that. I love y'all just like I love anyone else. My whole motive in the world, my whole purpose of being here that I think is to spread good vibes and positivity and peace. So I feel like we should all be here for each other. As black people, we do divide each other. We always did this dividing, whether it's light skin versus dark skin, whether you're poor or if you're a rich black person. You know, we're segregating ourselves. There's like sub sections of this race where it's just so crazy how things are now, and I just can't like deal with it. Just feel like we all need to realize that there's bigger things that are going on in the world, and I'm not saying racism isn't like important. I'm just saying when things like this happen, we got to put stuff like that to the side because the ISIS, they just wanted to kill people. They didn't care if you were white. They didn't care if you were black. The whole goal was to kill people, to send a message. It's not a black versus white thing. It's not a black versus French thing. It's a good versus evil type of thing. Good versus bad. And we need to realize that. We all need to come together. Like after 9/11, we all came together. You know? So my whole rant is about it's okay to be pro-black, but it's also okay to be pro-humanity. You can support yourself, your people, as well as others. That's fine. You don't have to limit yourself. We're all human beings at the end of the day. No matter what color you are, no matter what religion you are, we all are the same at the end of the day. So, with that being said, I support Pierce, and I just send positive vibes and everything to Paris, and I hope everything gets better. I know there'll be a lot of mourning and a lot of people on edge in Paris, in America, Canada, anywhere. Even people in Syria, in the countries where ISIS is very, heavily located. You know. So I know some things will get worse before it gets better. And that's something we all should prepare for. But we just need to unify and to, destroy this act of terror in the world that is detrimental to all of us, not just white people, black people, Asians, Hispanics, Indians, Native Americans, everyone. So just make sure when you just it's okay to multitask with what you support. It's okay. I understand people want to do this whole black power thing, but I'm not gonna be the black guy who preaches hate. I'm not gonna be the one who says, well, they did this to us, we can't help them. Because the people who are here aren't the same people who were back then who did the messed up things to us. Yes, there are a lot of racist people in the world, but nobody deserves to get killed in that fashion. Love black people to death. Will always support my kind, my race. But just like my kind, I am still a human being, and so are they. They went through a tragedy, and I will support them. And I stand by that 100%. Just like when Trayvon Martin was killed, I stand behind him 100%. Eric Garner, 100% stood behind him. Oscar Grant, Fruitvale Station, beautiful. I will always stand behind and people who go through injustice. I'm always on the side of good. Michael Brown, you know. So it's okay to be pro-black, but it's also okay to be pro-humanity.